SSL Inspection. In this video, we're going to talk about our remote agent first strategy, how we create a certificate authority on the appliance, how we can distribute the certificate using the policy reminder page, and how we choose which categories to decrypt using our group policy flags. Welcome to NetSpective. Under the Authentication tab and Downloads link, we have the various logon and remote agents that we provide with NetSpective. As you can see, we have both a Windows and Mac OS agent. These remote agents were initially designed to filter notebooks going home with users. They can filter both on network as well as off network. However, with NetSpective Inline, we have redesigned these remote agents to perform the SSL inspection on the actual device, as opposed to in the network on the NetSpective hardware. We are recommending this as the primary method of authentication for all NetSpective Inline deployments. The remote agent has a few benefits. First, the remote agent will deploy the CA certificate to all end users. It will then install that CA certificate to each of the web browsers found on the workstation. This prevents you from having to use some sort of method to push all those certificates out to your end users, such as Active Directory or Apple Remote Desktop. Second, you gain the performance increase of having the remote agent perform the decryption on the local workstation, as opposed to the hardware offloading that burden from NetSpective. It is also a security benefit. If traffic is not leaving the workstation unencrypted, it's not going to be able to be tampered with in the middle of the network between the workstation and the NetSpective. Finally, with the remote agent, we have application awareness and can see the applications that are being used on the workstation. Certain applications do not want to be decrypted and will cease to work completely if you're managing that session. Because of this, we have a section here under the remote agents where we can disable inspection for certain executables that we find running on the workstation. And we can add that list down here, or we can exempt certain IP ranges from being decrypted here. Under the Settings tab, we have the Certificate Authority section. To decrypt traffic, we must become a certificate authority and be trusted by each workstation's web browser. This is the only way that SSL decryption can take place. We simply create our CA certificate here, and then we can download this and distribute it to various end users. While the remote agent can handle this for you, certain devices will not work with any sort of agent. For this, we use the policy reminder page. The policy reminder can be displayed to end users, showing them a policy that they must agree to at the start of each day. We can configure this policy reminder page with the certificate download and installation link. This link is a static link on the appliance, and once you create it, it can be distributed in any other way. If you want to put it on the block page, if you want to email to end users, you can easily do that. When I click on the certificate download link, the page refreshes and shows us some simple instructions on how to install the certificate on various operating systems and devices, as well as the download link for your certificate. If I come into Management and click on the policy for one of my groups, I can then decide how I want to decrypt various traffic. With NetSpective, we can choose to decrypt traffic based on a category, as well as based on group. Traffic that you decrypt for one group does not have to be decrypted for other groups. As you can see in the policy section, it's as easy as coming into these categories that I want to decrypt and simply clicking on the padlock icon. I can add this to as many groups as I want to and as many categories as I want to. Once I'm finished, I simply hit the Save button, and I will be decrypting the traffic for these particular categories. Under Settings and Network Settings, we have the area where you would see the IP address of the appliance, set up your DNS, and so on. We also have handy buttons here where you can choose whether you want to monitor traffic and filter it, and whether you want to manage SSL traffic on the appliance. If we disable this, we will no longer be decrypting SSL traffic on the appliance. You can easily use these buttons to turn them on and off if you are deploying certificates or if you're just testing the appliance out to see how the workstations in your network are handling it. Thank you for watching. Please visit us at getnetspective.com for more information.